They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
There's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So Wilson heads to the sideline, and on comes Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. And Myers able to knock it through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Lance. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Lance. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go play action now. Wilson.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Wilson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw, it's Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll have a first down past the 40 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Lance now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
And Gerald Everett makes a good catch there for a first down, and he was signed away from the Seattle Seahawks division rivals, the Rams, after 4 years in L.A. backing up Tyler Higbee. He's excited about his opportunity in the Pacific Northwest. Last year, 41 catches, a career high.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A lot. Praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On first down, Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Play action. Now Wilson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Well, we saw him score on the ground earlier in the ball game. This time, the defense says not so fast.
Yeah, that's good scouting and good awareness, isn't it? Because you always have to be wary of him keeping it himself, especially in this part of the field. Because if he doesn't like what he sees, you know he'll take off and try and go for it himself.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Lance now on first down.
That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
And he will find his man Samuel. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert,
his second touchdown on the season.
And the Niners are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this, and all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it a second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
49ers 10. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. On first down, Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance.
This one caught by Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
He's coming. Double up.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Come on now. Let's go.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
56.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
That's what I do.
And Lance going to throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown 49ers.
Raheem Mostert.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
First down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Seahawks 45, 49ers 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Lance now on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Mike.
Shotgun now for Lance. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught.
For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Lance looking to throw it. He's going to go up top again. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
52 yards on the ground for him so far.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.